Hello, you lovely Libras out there. I hope you guys are doing well. So I go by Venusian Vibes, and I'm here to do your guys' love and spirituality reading for September. So I've already pre-shuffled the deck for you guys, and we're just going to get started by getting a few of your past energies that are relevant to what you're kind of going to be going through in September. Okay? So I'm just going to cut the deck here. We have the Magician, the Empress, Two of Pentacles, okay. I see that there is a person, perhaps a love interest that you've been dealing with, but they're a little bit back here, a few cards in. So I'm thinking that whatever went on with them sort of happened quite a while ago. Definitely not within the first few months. So for some of you, that might resonate. It looks like they just caused you to be. I guess it looks like they've caused you a lot of heartbreak, and for you to, stay up at night and kind of wish things were different, wish they were different. But you were seeing that it wasn't really going anywhere. It looks like the energy was very out of balance with them. Or with you, or both of you guys. That can be mirrored energy. So it could easily be that you were both sort of inconsistent and unable to give each other your full energy, time and effort. So things just didn't really go anywhere the way maybe you wanted or they wanted, depending on which side of that energy you're on. But then more recently, we have here the Empress and the Magician, and this just means that all that pain is kind of in the past for you, because you've really come into your own power, and maybe as a direct result from this situation that you had, that where you learn these lessons, that has made you kind of sit on your own, within your own space and in your own self, and just feel very content, and you're just ready to receive whatever's out there. And that's a very empowering feeling when you trust that you will actually receive what you deserve, basically. So I'm sensing that you guys are now having more of that trust that you can just sit back and good things can happen for you. So that's where you're sitting in your power of manifestation, is in a newfound sense of integrity and trust. So I'm going to put these energies to the side here. I know you guys can't see them very well, but it'll help me reference them throughout the reading. So let's get started on what's going to be going on for you guys in September. Your underlining energy is very good, Libra. Ten of Cups. Okay. So we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. This is your energy. I'm thinking in September, you're not feeling very focused. So you may have developed your newfound sense of receptivity and the power of being receptive, but there isn't a lot of actual movement happening that's like a consistent movement towards maybe any goals or things you're trying to get accomplished. You might be feeling a bit scattered in September, and there's just not that focused energy, and there's not a lot of patience happening. Patience that is required in order to get whatever you need to done and kind of prepare yourself for the future, I guess. So let's get some more cards and see more about what that's about. Okay, so you have the Six of Cups here. It looks like for a lot of you, those energies I just described are related to a love interest. So it's about reconciliation with someone, likely this King of Cups from the past. And it seems like there must still be a connection there, because this card has shown up as like a possibility that a reconciling and coming together could happen. But it looks like your energy is very unfocused on this, and you just don't feel like putting in that slow one foot then the other towards this connection, which for some reason is what is required specifically for your connection with this person. It seems like it will require that, and that's why this card has come up in the reverse for you, because it's this type of secure energy where you are there and you're making it clear that you're going to be there for the long run, and you're going to move slowly but surely to develop this connection more. And it seems like you're not really trying to do that. So for some of you, that energy could be the other way around, but this is showing up in your centered area, so it seems like it's you for most of you guys. The Six of Cups is upright though, so it may be that the other person is reaching out to you in September. I could definitely see that happening for you, especially since your energies are so aligned right now with the Magician and the Empress. Okay, now we have the Emperor. So this person that you're dealing with could be an Aries. But I'm not getting a sense that's very important here. In this specific case, I don't think that that's really what this is saying. I'm going to, since this energy of the Emperor is a little bit different from the Six of Cups. These definitely don't really complement each other too much, but the fact that you do have the Empress here in the reverse, and the Emperor is, the Empress's divine counterpart, is definitely an indication to me that this is someone who is definitely an important person in your life, and they might be significant enough to actually be a soulmate type person, just because we have that Emperor energy, and then this Six of Cups, which is directly linked to the Lover. So there's clearly is still a lot of love here, and deep down there's this desire to have like affection between you and this person. But they must have done something in the past that you really didn't like, because you're turning your back on them. So it's likely that they were kind of a bit of a hard ass in a way. Sorry for my language. That's just kind of the sense I'm getting. Maybe you've called them that before, and that's why that specific word or term came to me. But this is someone who might have been unmovable and very kind of stringent in the way that they do things, and you just didn't feel like they were willing to change or adapt in order to make you happy and fit your lifestyle at all. And you felt like you always had to go to them in order to get affection from them. And that definitely unbalanced your energy. A Libra Libra is masculine energy, but you guys are connected to the lovers, for me at least. You're connected to, Venus. And so a Libra will feel in better balance when you are the receptive energy a lot of the time, especially if you're the divine feminine. The divine masculine, that's a little bit different, but if you're a divine feminine, you're a Libra, you're going to feel more balanced when you're kind of receiving things equally, and you guys need it to be equal. And then if you're not feeling like you're receiving as much as you're giving, you can feel extremely out of balance, and it can actually cause a lot of pain for you guys and a lot of self-worth issues. So that's specific to Libra energy. And so it's really good to see that you guys have been cultivating your Empress energy, and the fact that you kind of are the world, you're the center of your world, and you are compassionate and considerate to others, but when it comes to a divine counterpart, you know that you are the one that is manifesting them and bringing them to you. So that wasn't happening before, it looks like. I think this person was very insecure. Deep down, they were very protective of their heart space, and they didn't have a strong sense of self, and so they weren't really able to come to you and give you what you kind of needed. They didn't have that strong, secure nature. So that was probably what was pretty painful for you guys. And now they're coming through as this Emperor, which is, I think, kind of a mask for what has really been going on with them, which is a lot of insecurity and just not feeling strong in their own foundation. Definitely some suppressed divine masculine energy for a lot of you guys that you're dealing with, but not everyone, of course. I'm just getting that dynamic pretty strongly here. I'm going to take one little romance card to see kind of what's a little bit more about this person real quick. Oh, that's a lot. Let me see. I think that just fell out, but it might fall out again if that was the message you were meant to get. I would like just one, please. Okay. This card's been coming out quite a bit recently. Okay, acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. So, interesting message here that I'm getting for you guys with this card. I think that the person that you're interested in, or, this person who you were with in the past, they feel like they don't have any power in changing the situation and the things going on around them. So they don't seek to actually change anything. I think you guys feel, the Libra feels that if they cared, they would try to change something. They would say the things that are needed to make changes in your connection. But since they don't, it kind of comes off like they don't really care. But I think they just don't really feel a sense of power, like they can change anything. And it comes from childhood for them with their parents. They were kind of taught that they don't really have, that they're kind of powerless to to the other people in their lives, and the other people in their lives are going to be exactly how they are, and they're going to have whatever dynamic and connection with that person that they have, and it's completely out of their control to change it. Maybe one time when they were young, they tried to change it. I'm getting a father, specifically the father being an issue here for them. And they tried to change it, but nothing they did worked. And so now they just feel like there's really nothing that they can do to change anything. You are going to act and be and feel how you feel, and there's nothing they can say to change it. So, but with that, it's untrue, People need to try to work things out so that they can renew and reconceive their relationships with others. And that's what's needed between you guys. So that's kind of a message I'm getting from that is and the Emperor is known to be someone who feels in control, but for some reason I'm just not getting that from this Emperor. Okay, interesting. The Moon in the reverse, and this comes below, the Six of Cups. So this is showing that there's been things hidden from you in the past, things that you didn't know about, and it's specifically related to feelings. So feelings that I'm guessing this person has had that you did not know about. Especially, look at this person. This is the King of Cups here. He's holding his cup, but he was in the reverse. So all of his feelings were all bottled up, and that arm is protecting his chest space, his heart space. So there's a lot of information and things you didn't know that he wasn't revealing. But I'm thinking there was a lot of pain there also, maybe from things that have happened to this person in the past. And it's not gender specific. I'm sorry if I said he. It's just because it's a king, but this can easily be it doesn't matter what gender, whoever it is. But it looks like you guys are actually going to be getting some messages from this person. And I'm getting some really beautiful energy from this card still. It almost makes me want to cry. It's just so sweet, and I think it might be a little bit surprising. And especially with, we have the Moon underneath in the reverse, showing that whatever was hidden before, the things you didn't know, it's gonna be kind of revealed to you. Maybe not everything, but some significant things. There's gonna be a heart-to-heart perhaps that is really helpful for you to be able to re-see the things that have happened. And now we have the Sun, so right next to the Moon in the reverse. So these revelations that are coming forward are this is just a reinforcing that we have the Sun that is shining light on all of the dark corners, all of the unknown, all the things that might have been upsetting for you because they were unclear. So you made your own. You decided what you filled in the gaps of what was unclear, and then now you're able to take a step back and see that maybe what you decided on wasn't actually correct, and now you're having a lot of clarity and a sense of kind of liberation, and a new phase can begin sort of with that energy. Clarity can really change someone's life. When things are hidden, and even if it's not about another person, just maybe even in your own psyche, if things are hidden from yourself, if emotions are being repressed and unacknowledged, that just creates illness and depression. So when those things come to the light, you know, there is such a huge sense of liberation that comes with it. Okay, the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Interesting. So now we have the Knight and the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. I'm really feeling a need to pull one card from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, because seeing this card, I got a flash of this deck in my mind, so I think I need to just pull a card from it to see what's going on with these reversed energies here. So we have new beginnings coming out for you guys. Definitely, sorry, I'll pull this up for you. Definitely reminiscent of the Sun card that we just got. But you have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so I pulled one more card for the Six of Cups because it is so different from the energies I'm getting with the Page and the Knight. And you did get love. So, and you know, with the Six being connected to the Lovers, that energy is very clear coming through. I'm thinking what's happening here is that neither of you are going to be able to come together with anything solid and foundational. There might be sort of this heart-to-heart that you two have, where more things are brought to light, and it's going to be a really good conversation. But there's definitely not any mention or energy there's nothing being put forward that's about coming together in a way that builds a solid foundation for you guys. So you might have that emotional connection in September, but there's definitely not a solid structured relationship, or the connection's not manifesting in a dependable way. So it's a bit flighty, and I'm sorry it took me a second to sort of get that message for you guys. It's also because it seems to be mirrored, and it seems to be both of you are behaving in a way that isn't going to bring you two together in a solid fashion. Okay, so both could be very busy with your own personal lives, and so you're unable to make the time in order to sort of build something more solid. But there also sort of seems to be an unwillingness to do so. The underlying energy with the Ten of Cups indicates once again that there is this emotional fulfillment, but I'm thinking it might be a little bit fleeting, and it feels really good in the moment to sort of get this new illumination basically on everything, and it feels really good in the moment. But maybe there's only that one moment in September, and the rest of the month is basically, you know, you guys are apart, you're focused on your own lives. There is that spark of the new beginning, especially we have the sun coming over the mountains here. It's dawn is breaking, and then we have the sun here. So clearly that conversation that you guys have is enough to it's enough to create this new energy flow between you two, something that feels like, okay, maybe things can be different now than they were before. But it's not something that you can expect to be a consistent throughout the month. Okay, so I think I've sort of made that message clear for you guys. I'm going to pull an advice card and then a conclusion card for you guys for September. Understanding in the reverse for your advice. Oh wow, the Lovers. Okay, that's your conclusion. That's really beautiful. The card's really beautiful. I'll talk about it in a second. I'll start with your advice. Okay, so for those of you who have been experiencing a sense of separation and isolation, feeling like you don't belong, and maybe you, a few of you have had a past where you were made to feel like you don't belong with like the group, and this is kind of an old sort of negative feeling in a way that you valued yourself, that you've had for a while. And in September, it looks like the stars are aligning in a way, and you've done enough work up until this point that you're going to be able to sort of break out. And it's the advice is to focus on doing that, to focus on connection, and to become connected to the world around you, and to not allow yourself to start to think, or I guess I should say to notice when you're starting to feel like you don't belong in the space that you're in. You don't belong around the people you're around, if that makes sense. So I guess it's about belonging and making sure that when those feelings come up that make you feel like you're maybe not worthy enough, or those type of emotions that do kind of spring up in some of us from time to time, especially since you're mirroring your person who definitely feels that way. I can see that you feel that way too sometimes, and to really notice that and to integrate it, understand where it comes from, and don't push it aside, but be loving towards that, because it's a very delicate and unhurt energy, and so it's going to be important to kind of try to integrate that so that you're really feeling like you are worthy of connection, just as it looks like you have been doing with the Empress and the Magician here. So keep doing things that make you feel great about yourself. That's going to be really important for you when coming together with this person, when you're standing in this place of very high self-esteem, and you have a desire to connect, and you know that you're worthy of the best type of connections and energy coming towards you. So the conclusion is going to be especially, I'm feeling here that if you take that advice, the conclusion will be especially prominent for you, that I'm getting here with the Lovers. But I think that since you do have so many cards indicating this, you can pretty much expect to, oh my God, look at these cards. The Six of Cups, love, the Lovers. There's definitely some tender vibes coming in for you guys in September, and you're going to feel very loved and cared for. It may be a little fleeting, but I think as you move on past September, having that deep conversation that you're going to have, it's going to set the stage for the future of how you guys connect with each other and relate to each other. So it's a good start, and you just have to see where it goes and remember to be a little patient for this connection. There's definitely some really beautiful energy coming in for you guys, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this reading and that it resonated with you. It of course won't resonate with every Libra out there in the world, but if you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button, and I would love to hear you guys' comments. For this video, I'm new to this. I just did this YouTube channel recently, and so I'm new to doing tarot in a video platform. I'm trying to get the hang of it. I really enjoy doing it though, and getting those messages out there to more people. So I really hope that September is going to be great and magical for you guys, and I wish you the best. Okay, bye.